You're one of the most disciplined people that I have ever come across, and for me that I can be impulsive and all over the place. I think that one of the things that I'm so grateful for in my life that I attribute to, the success that we're having, not just in our business, but, in being a father, and being an ex-husband, and in being your husband, and in being happier with myself. I attribute that to you coming into my life and teaching me, these values. And you're so much younger than me, and you have this strength, and people sometimes just automatically assume that it just always was. Where did you learn this, like the practice of discipline and consistency?
My mom and my dad, equally. They both had different strengths and they both had different weaknesses. My parents were just so amazing with always making sure we were doing everything that we wanted to do. So I was in gymnastics, and I wanted to do dance, and I wanted to do basketball, and I wanted to do cheerleading, and I wanted to do track and field, and my parents were so supportive. And on top of that, my dad had a 9-to-5 job, but everyone respected him. He was like the head of the media department, so everybody knew him. Everyone knew Will. Everyone knew Will's family. My mom, she was a marathoner, triathlete. She raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for finding a cure for leukemia and lymphoma society. So every weekend she was disciplined and go and she'd coach. And then my dad would be home with us, and we'd be helping out around the house, teamwork, clean the house, do this, do that. Everything was a unit. And then my mom would get up at 4 in the morning and she'd run her 10 miles or her 15 miles, and then she would go teach, and then she'd train, and she had her own business. I saw my mom go through the transition of being a registered nurse into opening up her own practice, and having her, and my dad and her building out her studio from the garage. They made it this beautiful room we've been in many times with the hallway. I just saw so much support from my parents with each other, and so much love. Like, I never saw them fight, and I knew as I got older that there were disagreements or this or that, and usually it was because of Rachel and I, of course, naturally the kids. But they never ever separated their thoughts. They were like one person. So if I came to my dad, I say, Dad, I want to do this, or I want to get this. He'd be like, well, I need to talk with your mother first. Or if I talked to my mom, she'd be like, well, I need to talk to your dad first. And I never got an answer. It was a united force, and it was the same answer coming from both of them, always.
You never got a different answer?
Never got a different answer. And I loved how my dad treated my mom, and I loved how my mom treated my dad. There was just so much love. They were married for 30 years before my mom passed, and I know that every day since my dad wasn't the same for a very long time. And I think he's finally now becoming his own, but it's taken 12 years, and to see that transformation is beautiful, but it also is a reminder that my mom and my dad truly loved each other, and they really loved us, and they put everything into us. I don't know where else I would have gotten this from. I've been through a lot. I've lost a lot of people in my life, a lot, since I was young. And not just like random people, like deeply rooted, like connected individuals that were my life died at very young ages, all the way into my teens, into my adulthood. So I don't know if it's between loss and between how my parents raised us and the foundation and the seed that they planted, and to where I'm at, and here I am, I don't know.